This is a pickerel rig in all its glory. You got some beads, heavy mono, a snap, swivel. You got two metal bars. You have two pre-snelled golden J hooks. Trash. My bad. Don't litter. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. That is where you belong. I'm just kidding. It's not that bad actually. Actually, the pickerel rig is probably the cheapest, most versatile pre-tied fishing rig you can find in any tackle shop, even gas stations. And it's a deadly multi-species weapon. I've caught walleye, pike, perch, carp, even lake sturgeon on a pickerel rig. By the way, if you call a walleye pickerel, good for you. You know, I've got nothing against pickerel rigs. In my opinion, it's probably the most effective fishing rig that you can catch any bottom swimmers. However, for the past 2 years, I've been tying my own pickerel rig from scratch. I think it has the most natural presentation in the water. It doesn't tangle as much, and it's totally customizable. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to tie a homemade pickerel rig yourself. So let's get inside and get started. Alright guys, I'm going to show you what you need to tie this rig up. First of all, you want some line. I picked a Berkeley Trilene Big Cat 20 pound. This is monofilament and is a solar green color. I picked it just because it shows up on the camera better. Normally I would use something like a P-line fluorocarbon 20 to 30 pound or even 40 pound depending on your needs. Fluorocarbon is transparent in water, and then the fish has an easier time to get food, I guess, when they see your rig, because it is transparent to them. Next, you're going to get some hooks. Gamakatsu 2/0. This is the saltwater series I got from Cabela's, went on sale. And this is the hook. It's almost like a bait holder hook. Doesn't have the barbs on the shank. You need 2 of them because we're trying to mimic a pickerel rig. So we're going to make 2 droppers. Next, you're going to need a barrel swivel to connect your main line to this rig. You're going to need a weight. This is a 3/4 ounce. I'm fishing not too deep of water from shore. So yeah, and you can use 1 ounce, 2 ounce, even 4 ounce if you're fishing river with a heavy current or deeper water. And last but not least, a nail clipper to trim off the tag ends. Alright, now we're gonna get to the tying. First of all, you're gonna pull some line out. You don't need to cut off a section of line to tie this rig. Alright, pull some line out, get to the end, get your swivel. We're gonna tie the connection first. I'm using the uni knot, one of the most popular knots in the fishing world. So just go through about 5 times. You can look it up on YouTube. There's plenty of videos on how to tie a uni knot. And just like that. Lubricate the coil with your saliva or water. There we go. And you just pull down tight. Good. Get your nail clipper and trim off the tag end. There we go. Now from the swivel, you give it to about 8 to 10 inches, maybe 8 inches. And then at this point, start making a loop by doubling the line here. Okay. Now the length of your dropper depends on basically the length of this loop here. At the base of your loop, hold on tight right here. You want to start making a overhead knot. You're making the base of a T-turn that's trying to mimic the pickerel rig, the metal part. going through twice, 3 times, 4 times. Now, again, you want to lubricate it. I'm going to do it with my saliva. Slowly cinch it down. Good. You have now just created your dropper. Alright, so on the opposite end of the dropper you just created, you want to make another loop by overlapping the 2 sides. Now you're holding the right side with the 3 fingers and left side with your left hand. You want to start twisting the lines here. See, I'm twisting it. I'll give it 10 twists. There we go. Now you've created a hole here. Bring the dropper you just created from the back and kind of pinch it. Make sure you fit it through the hole you just created. Coming from the back and go through, just like that. You pull it out. Make sure this coil right here passes this hole. Alright. Now you want to pull with both hands on both ends and slowly tighten this this coil. Again, you can lubricate it. Make sure that each coil lines up nicely. If you pull on your left hand, it's gonna cinch the right section of the T-turn. Vice versa with the right hand. You just pull down tight, just like that. So now you've created basically a T-turn that mimics the functionality of a T-turn metal bar on a picker rig. Next, we're going to attach this hook to this dropper. There are 2 ways to do it. I'm going to show you the first way, the one I prefer actually. When you get a hook that has a big enough eyelet, you can actually run the doubled 20-pound mono through the hook. It might take you a few tries, but just pinch down the end here. Make sure it fits through the hole. Like I said, it does take some time. There we go, I got it through after how many tries? So now you want to run the point of the hook through the loop and cinch down and pull tight. So now you have created your first dropper of the picker rig. The T-turn really helps it to straighten out because monofilament is stiff, and no matter how you shake it, your hook is not going to catch the main line. Now give it about another 8 inches to 10 inches right here and start making your second dropper by doubling the line and making a loop. Something like that. Like that. Okay, hold down tight to that point and start making an overhand knot by doubling your line, making a loop. Going through the loop once, twice, 3 times. I like to go 4 times. You can go more, depends on how you want to make your rig, how you want the rig to look like. Now just cinch down. Actually, I forgot to wet it. Just cinch it down. There we go. Make another loop on the other side. Wrap the lines on top of each other. I gave it 10 times. The more wraps you do, the longer the T arms, if you know what I'm talking about. I think that's good enough. Get the dropper, run it from the back. okay? Go through the hole you just created. Make sure this coil is just above the T-bars. And now you cinch it down slowly. You don't have to do it quick. You want to make sure each coil is lined up after one another. Okay, you can lubricate it. Alright. Just pull tight. Okay, we just create another dropper right here. Now I've shown you the first way to attach your hook by running the entire loop through the eyelet. Sometimes your hook eyelet is not big enough, right? So I'm going to show you the second way to tie on the hook. Get your nail clipper, find the base of the T-rig, just cut off one end. Just like that. Now it becomes a single line leader. You can use whatever knot that you're comfortable with. I'm just going to tie a simple uni knot, go through the eyelet. Now you really want to measure how long of a dropper you want to keep, right? You don't want it too long, so it might catch the main line or catch on to the other loop. I'm just going to give it that much and tie a uni knot. Actually, I probably miscalculated. You can do better than me. Lubricate it, cinch down. See, I made a mistake right here. The leader is kind of too long. Actually, I'm gonna just cut it off and do it again. That's about right. Five times. Now that is a little bit better. Just cut off, tag in. There we go. So now you've created the two leaders on your pickerel rig. Let's finish it off by tying another dropper to attach our sinker. Again, you don't have to cut off the line from the spool. Just get a nice feel, and I'd say about right here I want to tie my sinker. Okay, so I go about here, double your line again, make a loop. I'm going to use a figure eight knot, so you just create a loop here, going back, coming around, and go through. Okay, let's do it again. Go back, coming around, go through the loop. It becomes like a figure eight shape, right? Figure eight. Pull tight. Good to go. Now, just cut off. Be careful. Don't cut off the rig end. Cut off the spool end. The tag end. Cut it off. Okay. And get your sinker. Pinch it. Run it through the eyelet of the sinker. There we go. Pull down tight. So now the whole rig is complete. Again, this rig is totally customizable. Your your dropper length, your first dropper to swivel distance, also your sinker distance. You play with it. There's a lot of opportunities in modification, right? And yeah, that's about it. I've used this rig for 2 years. Don't have any problems with tangling, especially when you have your hook attached to the dropper instead of tying a single hook on a single line here. There you go, that's the whole rig. Alright guys, that was how you use a T-turn dropper loop to tie a homemade picker rig like that. Hopefully that was a good demonstration and you actually learn how to tie it. The open water season is coming soon in about a week. I cannot wait. I'm going to show some clips from last spring of my mom catching some really nice post-spawn walleye using this exact rig right here. And thanks for watching. If you like my channel, make sure you subscribe, give it a like, and tell your friends. Until next time, tight lines.
On? Yeah. No way. 5 fish for my mom. Big fish. Let's go. Oh my goodness, big walleye. Biggest ever. Oh my goodness. Oh. Holy smokes. Giant. Wow. Monster walleye. Look at that. I've never seen a walleye this big. Look at that. Look at that fish. Holy walleye killer. Okay, we'll let it go. We'll let it go. All right. So, man, we caught like 2 this size today. Look at that fish. Look at that fish. There we go, healthy release. Yes.